Imagine there's a large block of ice. Yeah, probably quite easy in here because it's quite hot. Okay? So a large block of ice. And in this block of ice is a beautiful, shining, glittering jewel. And this jewel is the jewel of a joyful life. Or your term might be less stress, more contentment, more happiness, to live more presently. What do you think the ice represents? And if you've the last weekend, you can't say.
Barriers to get into the jewel.
Barriers, yeah. Now, can we be a bit more specific? Barriers, yes. What's the barrier made up of? What is it?
Thoughts, emotions.
Thoughts, emotions, yeah. So, in a nutshell, it's our belief thoughts that create the ice, and our unwillingness to experience our difficult emotions. Because when we move away, we freeze out the emotion, the uncomfortable feeling. That's what happens. That's the process that happens from about, 4, 5, 6 years old. It begins early. So how do you get to the jewel within this ice? What do you need to do?
Melt the ice.
Melt the ice?
Break the ice.
Yeah, melt the ice. Okay.
Melt
if we're going to break the ice, what do you still have? Well, you still have the ice. What we want is for the ice to melt back to what? Water. Yeah, see, if you use the hammer, it doesn't melt back. It's still ice. So what we're doing, to melt the ice, we put it in the sun. And that chemistry melts the ice very, very gradually. And mindfulness is like the sun. We bring mindfulness or attention to bear on our experience, and the ice, our rigid emotions, our unfelt emotions, begin to melt. And those frozen out emotions, those that held energy in the body, begins to dissolve and to flow again, just like the water. So do our unexpressed or unexperienced emotions. They begin to come alive again. They begin to move again, not
so
blocked.
Are you saying because clearly the emotions are still going to be there, so it's your identification, acknowledgement, and then response to the fact that they're there, rather than... Does it lessen the intensity?
Over time, yes. Yeah. Because what happens is there's a lot of energy goes into keeping those emotions out of awareness. Yeah. And that's quite often what exhausts us and why we think such a lot. Overthinking is a strategy to avoid feeling. And that's what we're going to look at this weekend, how to melt that ice and how to calm the mind just a little.